All right. I'm joined today by Clayton Dutton of LucidLink. Welcome, Clayton. Your company
That's
has
my
created quite a stir in the media industry. Congrats on all your success. Please tell us a little bit about LucidLink.
Thank you for having me today, Roy. It's been quite a ride here at LucidLink. Myself, I've had the pleasure of being here only a year. Prior to coming to LucidLink, I was at Adobe, one of our investors and partners. So it's just an absolute pleasure to be here. And LucidLinks has been a whirlwind of a ride. It's no coincidence that I'm here. I'm a former video editor myself, and LucidLink's technology back when I was editing would have helped me get to some birthday parties and not miss family vacations, and really once really understood and felt the difference, that's when I really tried to start actively coming to this company. It's a pleasure to be here.
Ah, excellent, excellent, excellent. Tell us a little bit about some of the customers that use your product, some of the pain points it solves.
Yeah. So coming from the media and entertainment business myself, I'm proud to say that, more and more all the time, more and more media entities are coming onto Lucid, like everything from small independent studios to, international media and entertainment conglomerates. So we are just really proud to be a part of all of our partners' ecosystems and part of their wonderful productions.
Nice, nice. And one of the things we hear from customers a lot is that, as we know nowadays, content creation in the media industry is geographically dispersed, right? It's no more people all gathering at a facility. And we hear from customers all the time that content in the process just gets siloed and so often in someone's home on their workstation. And so the collaborative nature gets lost. You solve that absolutely, don't you?
We do, yeah. And one of the things that's most compelling about LucidLink from my perspective, I used to manage Discovery Channel's global media supply chain, and I can tell you, replicating the same data over and over and over again was the bane of my existence. And unlike traditional sync and share methodologies, LucidLink maintains one copy in the cloud, which everyone works off together. So versioning gets easier. Additionally, we're sending less copies around the planet. So if you're using your own storage with LucidLink, which you're more than welcome to do, we're going to really give you an efficient egress model. Or you can use one of our prepackaged offerings, which we can just take egress out of the equation. And I can tell you, back to my days managing global media supply chains, those egress bills were like the worst Christmas presents you can imagine. You didn't know what they were going to be, but you knew you weren't going to like it. So
Yeah.
removing that out and bringing predictability back to budgets is really another hidden strength of LucidLink. But so not only do we give you that access, but and mitigate replicating files and become more efficient, but because we are based in the cloud, once it's in LucidLink, anyone has access globally. You just nailed it. We're seeing more and more geographically dispersed companies and staffs and teams. Furthermore, with the advent of social media and mobile phone content delivery, just about every company that exists has to create video. But that's so you're going to be able to want to do these things quickly, efficiently. And with LucidLink, you can literally follow the sun. You can shoot in LA and just keep following the sun and giving people access around the globe and really shortcut those time frames. And as a former video editor, if I can be selfish for a second, the biggest thing that LucidLink does for me is that it removes download from the equation. You might be working on the best sizzle reel on the planet, Roy, but if you and you might get as far as you can on it, but you have to go to that family event, right? Or you have paid time off. Maybe you need to hand it to me, out in LA, even though I'm not in LA. To be able to access that content is one thing. Typically, in traditional workflows, you would ship me a drive, you would put it on some file sharing methodology. That's great. I now have access. We solved a big part of that problem, but now I have to download all that data. And now with HD, 4K, 6K, 8K, on and on and on, the data sets are getting larger, not smaller. And so now with LucidLink, not only can you give me access, but I can start working on it immediately. The answer is yes. And that's actually the main thing we solve for. And the last two sort of big value adds for us is that we do that with safety and security at the forefront of our mind. We have a zero knowledge security policy, but neither ourselves nor our cloud provider, in fact, or your cloud provider, if you bring your own storage, can actually access your data. It is all highly encrypted, both in transit and at rest. And the way we atomize the file and encrypt each chunk of data is highly unique and extremely secure. So, and then finally, the last thing I'll touch on in terms of that big value added statement, because we're not replicating files and filling up everybody's hard drives on our team, and we're working from one set of project files and media files, now I can do real-time collaboration. I can make a change in my Premiere project and say, hey, Roy, you're across the planet, but open up Premiere, and that change will be there.
Right.
So that quick, fast action. And by the way, well, here's a little wrinkle too. Now everything is due yesterday. If you're shooting live news, sports, live events, things of that nature, if Adobe Premiere supports it from a growing file type perspective, so do we. So MXF data coming from the broadcast world, it's one of my favorites. You want to upload your MXF data. Let's say you're on an EVS and you're doing a live sports event, and that EVS is recording directly to LucidLink. My editors are also accessing that data as it's uploading. So
Amazing.
faster time to market.
Amazing, amazing. Well said. You touched on all of the pain points we hear from our customers, and those are the reasons why they love your solution. So gosh, any customers out there watching this, you want to talk about improving your collaborative media creation workflows, contact us at CineSys, and we'll involve LucidLink and work with them on your solutions. Thank you again, Clayton. Really appreciate you joining us today.
Absolute pleasure. And it's anytime you need me, you know I'm here. And for those of you watching, be smart to work with CineSys. They're a great partner of ours, and we just absolutely love the work they do. So thank you for having me today, Roy.
Thank you, Clayton. All right. Have a great day, everyone.